Not sure how this is going to come out on camera, but boy, ain't that a pretty looking sunset.
That's east of 23.
East of 23.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh, man. Well, there goes Dad. We just opened up Dad's last field of canola. Brody's dumping from his second last to get the tally going. Doug's up ahead there. So, overall, so far, we're having a decent day. Except for the fact that I almost broke Dad's arm. That was interesting. We went to shorten the contour buddies just to the next hole. And I pulled one of the pins out. And we didn't realize that the front pin from the ones underneath, and I'll show this later, had been out. Like it fell out somewhere. And yeah, that whole thing dropped on Dad's arm. Luckily, it wasn't right on the ground and it kind of bounced off. Otherwise, that probably would have been a broken bone because it's about 80 pounds. It's not light. And last night, I don't even have it in here, my remote for this truck, for the hoist and chute and whatnot, the battery decided to short out. So I'm doing everything almost the old school way, but we'll get through. Well, that's not a good sign, is it? Dad was going right before dark. Auger dropped on him, and this bolt was gone, but that one broke on the plate right there. Well, we're not entirely sure why, but this was these guys. So that plate goes in, and then these guys, and then the bearing. God, I'm not even looking where I'm filming. So plate goes like that, then that bearing, and a sister one to that, and yeah, it was not sitting tight on this thing at all. It was really loose and sloppy. You can definitely see it's grooved itself in there a bit. So it must have been spinning. Wasn't hot. Doesn't look hot. But that doesn't explain why that broke. And that's going to be a real tough thing to weld, because right there is part of a slot. This is the last load of canola for Dad this year. And I would have to guess he's got about 400, no, it'd be more than that. Probably 500 acres of wheat, and he'll be done. So a couple more days for Dad, we'll be done. After that, we got maybe a day and a half for me of wheat, and then half a day of canola. All right, well, you probably can't tell, but somewhere over there, not that one, somewhere over there is another combine that's got its lights on. I don't know what the hell happened, but like in the last 45 minutes, the wind just up and disappeared, and it got dead calm. It was pretty breezy, not ridiculous, but oh, there's the other lights. It was, I wouldn't say miserable, but it wasn't a ton of fun all day today. And, you know, maybe that's because I was in a really bad mood. My header had the auger, or part of the auger, fall off. And, you know, I was pretty upset. I'll show you more of it tomorrow. But, like, I was upset for about a minute when it happened. Then me and Dad started going, fiddling through. And we're like, well, we're doing wheat. Why don't we just leave it off. We'll shut off the P auger, it'll be fine. So we haywired a couple things up out of the way just to make, not that we needed to, it's just in case. And that happened at 9 a.m. It's now, it's got to be shortly after 7 p.m. And he's been running all day. And actually, I was kind of pouty, but things worked out pretty well today because the Barassa's has I had this happen to the same P auger the first year I got it. I'll get into it more, but the hex collars and the shafts were kind of worn and whatnot, so you had to weld a repair kit on. Well, kind of crapped out, and I happened to be in at Barassa, and they're like, oh, well, they're apparently they have this new kit, and it's a full assembly. It's a fair bit more money, but it's got absolutely everything brand new, and it's supposed to be beefier and better built, and it looks, from what I saw on paper, it looks easier to put together, because I remember the other one was not any fun to do at all. So, we said, well, why don't I'll just get that. And Young's didn't even know it existed, which is kind of cool. And then Barassa's, it's like, well, we have one in Weyburn, and my mom happened to be in Moose Jaw today, going to see a doctor. And, so naturally she was going to come back through Weyburn anyway, so I didn't have to go. So it could have been a whole lot worse. So I'm flying right by the airport, so I have to do an extra step here, but we got the drone out, and I'm going to turn her a bit, and we're going to go take a look at what the combines are doing. It's an absolutely gorgeous day. It is the last Thursday of September. It's like 28 degrees out. And near calm, good harvesting weather. We're gonna blow right over top of Doug. And now we're gonna head for Dad. See if I can't catch up to him. Could have timed that a little better, as he's going to be right at the very end by the time I get there. This field's running out really nice, except for the spots you can see Dad disked under, because they got drowned out. Ooh, Dad's almost full already. Ooh, that was a pilot error there. Let's go this way a bit, and we will turn ourselves this way. I'm not the best drone pilot in the world, that's for damn sure. Back up a little bit, and we'll see what Dad does. I'm just playing around, trying to get some footage for you guys. Apparently, Dad hit a skunk today. I don't know if he put it through the machine or just bounced off it with the header, but apparently it stunk real bad. Better hurry up, Brody. Yeah, I figured Dad would be putting his auger out right away. Yeah, definitely not gonna make it. It's running out pretty nice. Dad said they're seeing spots where it's over 80. Oh, he's gonna whip a U-ball and go back the other way. I better try and position myself a little bit better here. That ought to look pretty cool. I actually did a decent job of filming that. I'm going to try and come right up and over Doug here. Maybe I should get a hair higher. Oh, fighting. Trying to get just in position, and I'm just off angle of where I want to be.
That's you playing around out front here? Is that Devin? That would be Devin.
Yeah, that's me.
Here, I thought you were over there pulling that steel post out.
You shouldn't have to go buy it again this year, Doug.
That's true.
The gimbal axis on this for the camera is backwards to what I like, so I always end up screwing up my camera angle. So I try not to do that while I'm moving. See, just screwed it up there too.
Smile, Brody. Get the shotgun out practicing bird shoot. Yeah.